Hi, this is David Comfort from Democracy Action Network. Here's what's actually wild. Texas lawmakers had the chance to implement a comprehensive flood preparedness plan that could have saved lives and mitigated damage after devastating floods, yet they largely ignored it. You might remember Hurricane Harvey, which ravaged the Texas coast back in 2017, leaving over 80 dead and countless homes destroyed. Fast forward to today, and despite the glaring lessons from that disaster, the Texas Legislature has sidelined crucial recommendations aimed at helping rural communities like Kerr County, which recently faced another tragic flooding event. What if I told you that lawmakers were more focused on property tax cuts and school vouchers than on addressing the pressing flood risks identified in a state flood plan? This plan, released in 2024, outlined nearly $55 billion in needed projects and emphasized the urgent need for flood mitigation, especially in economically disadvantaged areas. Yet, when the legislative session wrapped up, the recommendations aimed at rural communities were largely ignored. Instead, over $51 billion was allocated to maintain property tax cuts, leaving flood-prone areas in the lurch. Ever notice how the most vulnerable communities often bear the brunt of government neglect? Rural areas like Kerr County lack the tax base to fund significant flood prevention projects and struggle to gather the necessary data to qualify for state and federal grants. This systemic inequity is not just a local issue. It's a broader pattern of neglect that reflects a troubling trend in how our government prioritizes funding. The absurdity doesn't end there. Lawmakers have consistently rejected sensible measures, like implementing early warning systems for floods, which could be life-saving in areas with limited access to reliable communication. A simple recommendation from the flood plan could have empowered counties to levy drainage fees, but fiscal conservatism reigns supreme, leaving local governments without the means to fund essential projects. It's disheartening to see that even after the tragic loss of life due to flooding, the response from leadership has been more performative than practical. As Representative Ana Maria Rodriguez Ramos pointed out, the manual was there, yet lawmakers chose to ignore it. This is a classic case of reactionary politics, where the worst has already happened, and now they scramble to address the aftermath instead of proactively preparing for the future. The truth is, climate change is intensifying our storms, and the risks are only going to grow. We need to hold our leaders accountable and demand that they prioritize the safety and well-being of all Texans, especially those in vulnerable communities. Together, we can push for solutions that not only protect lives, but also ensure that our state is truly prepared for the challenges ahead. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. It would help out a lot. Peace.